Alright guys, welcome back to another episode. So today we're actually going to be doing a little bit of trout fishing again. We're going to do a beginner versus pro setup. So like on one of my rods I'm going to have my like really nice rod, my ultralight rod with my setup, my power bait setup, and then on another rod we're going to use some worms, but I don't have any worms currently. So we're going to go looking for some worms first. So now a trick to finding worms is if you have anywhere like around your house, you know, maybe at a park near you or something, look for rocks. Like rocks like these work really well for worms, and I'll show you what I mean here in a second. So yeah, basically we're gonna find rocks like these, and look, this one right here is a perfect example. We're just gonna flip them over like that. Oh yeah, and here you can see that worm just got away from me. There's a really big earthworm right there. But yeah, we just flip over rocks. Make sure too, if you are doing something like this, to put the rocks back so then you don't, like, you know, just make a mess of wherever you live. Makes it a lot easier on the landscapers too if you put them back. But yeah, like I said, we're just gonna go around flipping rocks, and just like that, if I can get this little worm out of these roots right there. There you go, guys. First little worm, just a little guy. Go ahead and add him to our little container here and put that rock back. No worm there. Nope. Alright guys, we got two more little guys from that rock right there. Let's go ahead and add them to the bin. There we go, got another little guy. Oh, you guys, we got an earthworm. There we go. Another nice little worm right there. There we go. Look at that, you guys. That's perfect for fishing size. Oh, we have another big one. Well, not too big actually, he's a little fat though. All right, two more right there under those rocks. Go ahead and put them in there. Oh, you guys, we got another good one. All right, two good fishing size worms. There you go, look at those guys. Put them in there. Oh, good ones. Oh, you guys, we have an earthworm. Oh, you guys, that's a big worm. Look at that. That's a nice fishing worm. Whew, let's go. Big rock right here. There's a worm. Uh-oh, another earthworm, guys. No. Oh, yes, you guys. No, I dropped him. Look at that fat worm, you guys. Another really nice, big, long one. Let's go ahead and add them to the rest. Also, any of these fishing worms that I don't use today, I will either use in another video or if I don't use them in another video, I'll just throw them into my garden. So none of these worms that I catch are going to waste, so that's not a good thing too. Okay guys, we've made it to the pond now, and it looks actually like they had cleaned out all of the algae. There used to be a lot of algae that sat on the top here, and if you guys can remember from my last video when I challenged my friend to a 1v1, do you guys remember how like covered it was in algae on the surface? So yeah, that's pretty great. It looks like they cleaned the pond. That's really nice actually. So let's go ahead and make our way over here to one of my favorite spots personally. We're gonna get our net set up and just get ready for this little competition we're gonna have here. Set the net there. Got our 2 pole holders, always necessary. Put one here. We'll just put the other one right there. Oh, actually, there's a rock right there. There we go. So we got the 2 rod holders set up. And also another tip too, guys, to keep your worms more lively and fresh, go ahead and just put them in the pond. Like, yeah, this water's pretty cold, so that's gonna be nice for these guys. So put them in the water, and if you don't want them to float away like that, just go ahead and put a rock on the top to hold them there. So yeah, that way they'll stay cool, which colder worms are always better. We're all set up now. We got both the rods ready. So the video we're doing today, like I mentioned, maybe is the beginner setup versus the pro setup. So for the pro setup today, we have my really nice ultralight rod, the micro graphite Shakespeare, and the really good setup that I use for my trout, like the sliding weight, the swivel leader, and then the hook and the power bait, versus the classic bobber split shot hook and worm on a Walmart off-brand rod. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and see if it makes a difference on how you fish something. Like, does it matter if you fish it like, you know, how everyone says you fish, like the stereotype fishing way of the bobber and worm, or should you go for the more complex power bait setup? So that's what we're gonna be testing here today. So let's go ahead and cast out and see what happens. All right guys, we're gonna go ahead and cast out the worm and bobber setup first, and I'm actually gonna move this bobber up a little ways. I realize that's a little low for it, so I moved that bobber up quite a ways, so hopefully, since it's a lot deeper pond out there, let's see what happens. Just a simple little cast with the bobber out there. And let's cast out the pro setup now. All right, I don't know how well you guys saw that, but these rods are both cast out pretty similar distance, like same distance, just one's this way. That one's right there, the bobber, so yeah. All right guys, so I realized that the wind is actually drifting this way, so I went ahead and swapped these rods and recast them out so that the lines weren't crossed. But yeah, so the bobber's out that way, if you guys can see it, just in the middle of the pond. And this rod right here, the pro rod, just got recast. So yeah, just because the wind is drifting that way. So the lines were crossing, so yeah. You guys, something strange is going on here. So have I not only seen like any fish, but B, you know how they got rid of all the weeds that was on the top here? Maybe, just maybe, they might have killed all the fish trying to poison the weeds, or the fish are just like really messed up, right? Or not messed up, mixed up without the weeds and stuff, so they're like adapting to it and not biting. So I'm not sure, but I don't know if you guys have seen my past. These fish, like the trout in here especially, are known for biting after like 30 seconds, not even that, like of the bait being in the water. So I'm not sure what's going on here. It's a little bit weird if I'm being honest. Like, I haven't gotten to bite yet. I've been here for maybe half an hour already. I've recast like 3 times, so I'm not really sure what's happening. So let's just stay tuned to see what happens. Little bluegill school right here. I don't know if you guys can see them. They're just absolutely destroying that worm. Like, look at that. Look guys, I didn't even catch that one on the hook. Like, he bit onto that worm and just held onto it. Right back into the water. But yeah, that one didn't even take the worm. Well, he didn't even take the hook, I mean. He just bit the hook and held onto it. So pro rod setup here just got a big hit. You guys, we got one. We got one on here. Oh yeah. Oh, that's a pretty long trout. Holy crap. We got the hook right inside of his lip too. That's a perfect hook set. Honestly, you guys, that took way too long. You know, I actually was about to go home and give up because I didn't think we'd catch anything. But, because like, I was on my phone too, and I look up, my rod's just like bouncing a little bit. So I'm sorry you guys didn't see that. I just wasn't recording because I didn't think I would need to anymore. Yeah, look, super long, nice little rainbow trout, like I was saying. There you go. Stop jumping. He's got a really nice color to him. Pretty. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this guy released. Yeah, that fish took a really long time to catch, and it was definitely closer down to the bottom of the pond, so I'm putting my bobber way up here and a bunch of line all the way onto my worm. So yeah, let's go ahead and cast this guy out. But yeah, so that clearly they're closer to the bottom after catching that one, so that's what I'm gonna do with this rod. There we go, just throw it out to the middle like that. And as for this guy, we're gonna go ahead and get him rebaited up. All right, guys, so it's time for me to go from this pond. So I did only catch that one fish. Well, not one fish, I mean, I caught that one trout and then a bunch of bluegill, as you guys saw. I even like was catching so many bluegill that I just kind of started catching them off camera because, you know, they're just biting like crazy. And it was, I don't know, didn't feel like filming, I don't know. But yeah, I hope you guys learned something from this video, like how to find worms or, you know, just how to set up your rod, I guess. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, I know we only caught one fish. Another thing too is if you guys have any video ideas that you want to see me do, just go ahead and drop them in the comments. I will definitely do like any challenge you guys give me, as long as it's within reason, you know. But yeah, even also another thing too, if you guys want to see me redo challenges that I've already done in the past, you know, that I'll totally down to do that too. So go ahead, let me know what you want me to do. And if you're not already, subscribe. It helps me out a lot. Like the video if you did like it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.